Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miniac and welcome to the live stream tonight. As always, before we get started, I want to let you all know about my sponsor, outmotoring.com. If you're looking for the latest in aftermarket mini parts or even OEM parts, go on and check them out. They'll be happy to help you. They have discounts even. I think they have a 5% discount if you sign up with their newsletter. And I think they have a free shipping for orders over $195. So if you're looking for something new for your Mini, go over there and check them out. Also, if you're looking to sponsor my channel, if you want to become a patron, go over to Patreon. I'm going to include the link in there and become a patron of the channel. You'll get certain inside benefits. You'll get a discount code to my Teespring store, which I'm going to include the link to that as well. So if you're looking for a really cool mini t-shirt, if you're looking for a mini sweatshirt, you name it, head over to my Teespring store and check that out as well. Lots of cool things to do, lots of cool ways of supporting the channel, and just showing up here and chatting with me shows that you all love being here and you enjoy watching my channel. So welcome to everyone. Before we get started, I also want to let you know they do have motoringstripes.com has MTTS Mini Takes States 2020 badges and stickers and whatever else you possibly want. And I got this one from the owner of the company himself. He's a local Kansas City area native. So pretty cool badge, pretty nice, pretty thick stock here, and really nice badge. I'm going to put that on my car probably at some point soon, but if you want to check out what they have, I'm going to include the link here. That is motoringstripes.com or motoringbadges.com. So what do we got going on today? Well, if some of you didn't all know, before I get into discussing the video from Friday, if some of you didn't all know, the Mini Cooper Clubman, the R55, apparently is now becoming a bargain, and a weirdly appealing bargain. So there was an article from carthrottle.com, and I'm going to include the link so you all can check that out at some point, that talked about how the car suddenly become a affordable icon, kind of something unique, kind of something quirky, something more interesting than just the normal mini hatch. So that was an interesting article to read. They're obviously much cheaper over in the UK than they are in the US. The if you're going to buy an R55, though, I would look at, unless you want to deal with the N14 motor, I would look at the 2011 and up Cooper S Clubmans. Or if you're going to look for a John Cooper Works Clubman, I would look at 2013, 2014 John Cooper Works, unless you really want to deal with the N14. Some of you all know I have a John Cooper Works R55 Clubman, and it is an N18 motor. So it really depends on the car. Mine is obviously not the cheap end of the spectrum there as far as pricing is concerned, but there are others out there. There's more affordable options. If you want something that's a little bit more reliable, I'd go with the N16 naturally aspirated one, as it's very reliable, just as quirky, but obviously not as torquey and not as powerful because it doesn't have a turbo. But that's kind of the way things are with those cars. But they're incredibly affordable right now. I think they go in price range of about $6,000 to all the way up to $20,000, depending on what model you're looking at. So that's an interesting article to read, worth reading. And if you're interested in looking at a R55 Clubman, they're out there. There's tons of them. The really, really rare ones are the John Cooper Works models, like mine. And they're even rarer when they're factory John Cooper Works and not just dealer installed kit. And when they have the Recaro interior, they're basically what we call a unicorn car. They are incredibly hard to get. So let's just say that mine, if I ever decide to trade it in, and I've been thinking about it, will become a pretty hot commodity despite the mileage that's on that car. So anyway, some of you all know that there was a press launch of the upcoming 2020 Mini Cooper SE, and yours truly wasn't there. And that's because I'm not famous enough to have been invited to it, which is unfortunate, as I'm probably one of the larger Mini-only YouTube channels on YouTube, aside from Mini USA and Mini UK. But I'm not going to get into an argument about them with that. I understand their thing. I understand that you have to be like really famous out there for 5 or 7 years even, and you have to have like several 100,000 subscribers for all I know in order to actually be invited to one of those things. So kind of disappointing, but you never know. I mean, I'll make up for it at Mini Takes States when I do a lot of stuff out there. So obviously I didn't get invited to it, but What I do know is that the car is going to be a fairly affordable bargain at $29,900 for a signature trim Cooper SE, and it's going to basically be, that's low option, so not high options. You're not going to get leather, you're going to get leatherette, but you're going to get a pretty cool car for under 30 grand starting price. And that doesn't include any sort of discounts or incentives you might get with the state you live in, because you can get electric car discounts and rebates in certain states. You can't get them in all, but you can get them in some. So that's going to be a cool car. And when it does come out, to the dealership soon, I will get a chance to drive one and do a video. And I imagine you would rather see someone who deals with minis a lot more often, is actually out driving them and actually enjoying them, go out in a mini and give you their genuine opinion of what they think of the car, and not just something that is meant for sound bites or captions for a editorial by a car magazine that does this all the time and focuses on every single car, not just one specific brand. So you're going to get that real feel, real mini feeling out of me with that car, what I really think of that car. So you got something to look forward to when that happens. But anywho, the video on Friday, that was a video about a car that was at the Mini dealership, and this is the first time I've had access to a used Mini. This was a 2017 Mini Cooper S Clubman All-4. Now, it wasn't any ordinary one. It was a pure burgundy. They don't make pure burgundy anymore. That was an interesting color. They make the interior that was in it, which is black pearl. They still make that. What was special about it is that it's an all-wheel drive and a manual transmission. Manual transmission Clubmans are very, very, very hard to come by. And for that matter, they are practically, well, let's just say they've gone extinct, as Mini is no longer selling them in the United States. They're no longer selling any manual gearbox on all four platforms. So that's a little disappointing, but that's not something to be unexpected, given that the people who buy those cars tend to be people who don't really care that they want to shift their own gears. They'd rather let the transmission do it. And I'm one of those people who would rather shift my own gears. So that was a car I got to test drive. Now, it had 51,000 miles on it, which isn't too bad for 2017. Had all-wheel drive. Very nice vehicle. Had a few things I didn't like about it, a few little wear items here and there that needed to be fixed. One of them in particular was the steering wheel. If you might have saw in the video, looked like it had been worn very well for about 5 years. The car is 3 years old, so it doesn't make sense. But that was something that they were willing to fix. The car also has a sticking rear door on one of the barn doors. The barn doors that open, one of them opens when you push the button, the other one pops a little bit and then sticks. So that was another little quirk there. It also needed some paint chips fixed. It didn't have the right wheels that I wanted, because the wheels are 18s with summer tires. I don't want 18s with summer tires. I wanted 17s with summer tires. They could do that for me. But there were a few little things here and there. It also had a little bit of a nick in the bumper lip, which was kind of annoying. But that was probably something they could have fixed as well. Either way, it was a cool car. And I was very, 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 very close to trading my car in for that. I would have done it, except for one thing. I have a 2014 John Cooper Works Clubman. It has 100,000 miles on it now, so it's higher mileage. But despite the deal being fantastic, I don't know if that's the car I should be getting, and I don't know if that's necessarily the car that I should have reflected on this channel. Although it wouldn't be a terrible car. I don't know what I would do with that car, for that matter, if I would do a lot more videos with my own car, or if I would continue to do what I've been doing. Now, I imagine you might want to see videos of my own car, so I'm going to do one eventually. But it was an interesting vehicle, and it would have given me access to trying out new parts, new aftermarket stuff for Mini, new aftermarket stuff from Out Motoring, even my sponsor. So stuff that would be for the F platform and the B46 and B48 engines, stuff that you all out there might want to see, for those of you, especially with the brand new Minis, who might be interested in actually doing tuning stuff. Now, as that car or that engine is going to be available for at least another 4 years or 3 years, it made sense to me, and it still does make sense. But I don't know if that's the car still. So here's my situation. I want to get another Mini. I want to get I have a specific thing I'm looking for. I don't know if that Clubman is the car I'm going to get. And for that matter, it probably isn't. But I am looking for another Mini. I'm looking for a replacement for my John Cooper Works Clubman, and it's going to have to be something that just blows my Clubman out of the water. So what I'm looking for is an F56 John Cooper Works hardtop, specifically with a manual, heated seats, and the Dynamica interior. I don't really care what else is in the car. I would care for black track spoke wheels, but I don't really even care about what color it is. I'm looking for something that will be a way to drag this YouTube channel into the future and have something that's going to be current and something that's going to be able for me to give you all a real world experience of what it's like driving one of those things from my perspective, and sharing that with you on the channel over the course of the next 3 or 4 years, however long before they redesign the car again. So that's what I'm looking for. Now, if something comes along that makes me decide I need to have that burgundy Clubman, I might go for it. But I'm still thinking that I'm going to be waiting for a John Cooper Works hardtop, and I think you all would probably agree with that if I'm going to replace my R55 John Cooper Works Clubman, it better be one that I'm going to really, really enjoy, and it better be one that's going to have a huge impact on the channel and my subscribers and whatever else is going on out there. So it's going to be an interesting car, whatever it's going to be. I don't know if it's even going to pop up this year, for that matter. I'm looking for a used one, and I have a specific price in mind, and I have to get it from my local dealership because they worked out a special deal with me. So that's kind of the thing. I'm kind of limited to where I can buy it from. So I can't buy it from CarMax. I can't buy it from Auto Trader. I can't buy it from Carvana. As interesting as that would be, imagine buying a car from a vending machine. But I'm kind of limited on where I can buy it. But I'm going to buy one at some point, and it's going to be a good one, and you're going to be along with the process. So if I happen to come across another used Mini that is just too cool to pass up, I'm probably going to do a video on it because they apparently are allowing me to use used cars for videos. So that was the Clubman that I showed you all. Now, if you're in the Kansas City area and you're interested in that car, though, and it does have a manual, has 51,000 miles, and they'll clean up a little bit of the quirks here and there, I would encourage you to come out and buy it. The price is under 20 grand, so it is affordable. And it's a pretty good-looking car overall. They actually have 3 burgundy Clubmans right now, but they only have 1 with a manual. So that is going to be an interesting challenge over the course of the next several months to try to find the right car. And in the meantime, I'm enjoying my Clubman, my current Clubman, as much as possible. Now, some of you know I am changing out the vinyl on it. Haven't decided what I'm going to do for the vinyl, but you'll know as soon as I do, because you'll see it on a picture or video or something. The company Motoring Stripes that made these lovely badges here, they are also apparently developing some new social media decals, specifically for Instagram, YouTube, and so forth, and Twitter. And they're going to be printing a few for me for my car, and we may actually do a little quick install video on those, and showing off the new decals, showing off what Motoring Stripes is doing, and might even include a discount code or something for that if I can convince them to do it. So we'll see. So for those of you out there who show off your Mini on social media and want people to know where to go to see your car, you'll get the chance to do that. So that'd be pretty cool. So, anywho, what else do I got going on here? I got nothing else going on right now, but I'm going to go ahead and open up this chat tonight to anyone who wants to ask questions or anything. This is a live stream, and I went through everything basically as an overview of what I did with the previous video. So now I'm going to let you all go ahead and ask what you want to ask, and so on and so forth. Now, I don't see anything in here, but I think it could just be a glitch. So I'm hoping it's a glitch, but let me check my phone to make sure it's a glitch. But anyway, what else do I got going on? Oh, one more thing. First of all, hi, Maria. Second, I'm thinking of actually switching my recap video to Sunday or possibly Monday. Probably Sunday. I'm thinking of switching the recap to Sunday and then doing a Q&A video live stream on Wednesday instead. So that way kind of splits thing up. So kind of doing away with the weekend update kind of thing as it were, because it's kind of difficult to get mini news when mini news is so slow in coming. So, but first of all, hi, Maria. How are you doing tonight? And if I remember correct, I think you're down in Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken. think I remember you from the last live stream. But hope everything's going well down there if that's where you were from. So anywho, well, it's a little quiet tonight, so that's kind of an unusual thing for this. I usually have 8 people watching, it looks like. But I usually have a lot more people in here by now, so I'm kind of surprised that it's a little slow tonight. You all must have either still hungover from the Chiefs win heading to the Super Bowl, or you are still hungover from watching a fight erupt at the KU game the other night. So some of you all don't know I am a KU alum, class of 2011, and yeah, it was kind of interesting to find out I didn't even watch the game, but it was kind of interesting to find out there apparently had been a fight on the court after the game had ended. I'm like, are you serious? And I saw the pictures and I was like, okay, that's a little sketchy. It's a little dangerous there, but I don't know what's going on lately. So that was kind of a crazy thing to see. But yeah. So there's that. And of course the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, which is awesome. I think they're going to probably win as well. I know that's my opinion. Now, it depends on if you're a 49ers fan. If you're a 49ers fan, I apologize, but I think the Chiefs are going to win. So, anywho, Tyler Kent said it is a Wednesday, so I didn't get a notification. That's interesting, Tyler. I thought the notifications would have gone out. It must have just been because I was trying to get the live streams to work correctly, so I apologize for that. Sonic Liberation, do you know what the mini wheels are called that have black spokes in the center that turn into brushed aluminum as the spokes get closer to the rims? What generation Sonic Liberation? Are they from the... Are they, you lost me. I can't remember what wheels you're talking about. I know I can picture which wheels you're talking about, but I can't remember what they're called. But I'll tell you what. I'm going to look up mini wheels, and next time I'm on this live stream, you pop in and I'll figure out what the wheel is. Michael Dobrin, this is Jody, actually. I'm a KU alum as well. Congrats on the Chiefs. Yep. Tyler Kent should have gotten a notification, but it didn't come up on my YouTube. Tyler, do you have are you set up to receive notifications like the bell notification thing, the solid like filled in bell? They have this weird like free thing now with the bell notification. So if you click on that and go up to the top, it should pop. It should do it correctly. I don't know if that might be what the problem is, or it could just be a glitch. I'll figure it off. Okay, so there. I don't know what happened, honestly. I think it might just been I was trying to get the live stream to work correctly, and I had actually set it up on my phone, and it doesn't seem to mesh with my browser, so I have to set up live streams from my browser from now on to actually be able to get everything set up. So that might be why you didn't get the notification. So I apologize for that, but I'll fix that in the future. Anywho, Maria, where can I get Miniac sticker? Well, I currently still have the Miniac stickers on my Teespring store. So if you go to teespring.com/stores/the-Miniac, and the link is somewhere in the top, you'll be able to buy a sticker on that store. They actually have them there. I can't remember what the link is, but I do have die-cut stickers from that Teespring store. I'm currently working on one that's in the shape of a badge, along with a grill badge for the Miniac that I'm having developed by the same guy. I'm waiting for him to get back to me with some samples so I can actually proof them and get back to you all. But I have a really cool one that I designed that's going to have the Miniac logo right in the middle, and then surrounding it is my catchphrase, "Life is too short to drive a boring car, so drive a Mini." So it's going to have that circling around the Mini logo or Miniac logo on there. So I'm working on that, and hopefully that should come out soon. And you'll be able to buy those if you go to the I'll go to the Motoring Badges website, and hoping I'm going to get a little discount link for you all as well. Also, if you happen to become a Patreon member of my channel, depending on what level of patron you are, you actually will get one of these for free. If you contribute, if you go to the tier that's above the $10 a month one, if you do like $50 a month or $100 a month, I'll even send you a T-shirt. So I'm still working out the kinks on it, actually, so I still have some bugs to work out on the Patreon, but I do have one patron already, and it's kind of cool to actually have your first patron or Patreon member as far as things go with this, so that's kind of a neat thing. But anyway, we got down to AH. Hi, I purchased a Mini Cooper S 2020 3-door. Who thought placing a speaker grill on the armrest? Is it cheese grater? It is a cheese grater. I didn't know that was a speaker grill, actually. I'm going to have to look at the armrest again. I'm a little surprised that is a speaker grill. I didn't know that was, but I guess that might make sense, but I'm going to have to take a look at it. Tyler Kent on 2 separate phones. Okay, so anyway, back to the notification thing. I think I need to actually set up the live stream on my computer rather than my iPhone in order for it to go through. So have you gotten the notifications for the live streams before is the question I'd have to ask. AH, I can't be the only person complaining about this. When you fit seatbelt, I end up catching. Okay. Well, AH, my thing is I actually, when I get into the Mini, I usually flip the armrest up and out of the way. But that's just me. I honestly don't like the armrest. I'd rather not be there. But I don't know the purpose of the grills being there. I didn't know that was a speaker grill. I'm a little surprised. So who knows? Sonic Liberation. How often does Mini generally change their wheel designs? Sonic Liberation, they typically redesign their wheels every facelift or every LCI. So usually they have them go every 3 to 5 years, depending on when they do their LCIs. So during the life cycle. So eventually you're going to see it event. You're going to see one of it. You're going to see a redesign eventually. I think they're coming off another wheel redesign soon. Tyler Kent, yes, I've gotten them before. I'm sure it's a glitch or something didn't go through. Okay, Tyler, if you've gotten them before and you didn't get it this time, it has to be either a glitch or something wrong with my phone or something wrong with the internet, because I swore I set it up to go through. So I think there's a glitch somewhere, and I'll take care of that. Hopefully I'll get it to work out. But if you happen to not get the notification, just remember 8 p.m. on Wednesday and 8 p.m. on Sunday. That's the time I always do, because it's later in the evening and it's usually easier for people to get to and watch. So I apologize for that. I hope the glitch gets worked out. And if it happens again, let me know and I'll try to dig in there and see what I can figure out what's going on with that. Anyway, when you fit seatbelt, I end up catching it. Okay, Sonic Liberation. Okay, well, I got my mainstays in here. Sonic Liberation. The Chiefs look great, and I'm a Green Bay fan. Yep. Well, so who's everyone rooting for in the Super Bowl then? Are you going for the Chiefs or the 49ers? And I hope it's the Chiefs. So, thanks, buddy. Great reviews, by the way. Barron's sold a Mini because of you. Barron's sold a Mini because of me. Oh, they did. Well, if they did, you need to let them know. I get referrals every time someone buys a Mini from them and mentions me, or mentions the Miniac or mentions Zach. So either way, I'm from Central California though. Okay. Okay, so we got a 49ers fan in there. I don't care what team you're cheering for. It doesn't bother me. I'm a Chiefs fan, but it doesn't bother me. So, you're in the UK. Interestingly enough, the company that owns, or the corporation that owns Barron Automotive, Barron Mini, has several Mini dealerships in the UK. So it's kind of funny. But I'm not sure how I could make that work in my favor. So we'll see how that works. But that's awesome. Anywho, I'm from Central California. Tyler, what part of Central California are you from? I know several people out in California, part of the Minis and Minis International Facebook group. So what else do I got here while I'm waiting for everyone to pop in? Okay, here's an interesting thing. So I got 2 mini water bottles here, and I wanted to share this with you. This is kind of funny. So this is a John Cooper Works water bottle. This is a regular mini water bottle. Here's something I've never been able to figure out when it comes to mini. Oh, you're from Fresno. Okay. Here's something I've never been able to figure. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off topic here. Here's something I've never been able to figure out with mini. What is the purpose of these goofy pastel, neon, fluorescent, whatever you want to call it, colors? Why? Why couldn't we have red or British Racing green or blue, or, well, yellow would be okay, I guess, but why not have normal colors and not these, like they have a pastel, like they almost have a fluorescent blue and they have this yellow and then they have black. So I don't understand that. It's almost like they're trying to get cartoony or a little bit with their mini merchandise, but that's just the way things are, unfortunately. It is really kind of slow here tonight. I don't know where my usual regulars are. So I don't even see several of them. BRG would be sweet. Brighton stands out probably. Okay, well, Brighton there's a difference between bright and stand out and looks a little gaudy and ridiculous. I don't know if this is necessarily grabbing people's attention, because here's the problem, and here's one of my biggest complaints with Mini. The problem with the Mini's advertising is they're coming out of the advertising for at least the last 5 years has been coming from the UK, or not UK, has been coming from Germany. Germany's been dictating how the advertising is. Now, here's the problem. The average person who buys a Mini in the US is not a millennial, is not someone my age, not someone under 40, usually. And if it is someone under 40, they tend to have the money to buy them. The average person buying one of the higher-end Minis in the US, especially John Cooper Works, is usually in their late 40s, mid to late 40s, early 50s, 60s, even 70s. So the demographic is all messed up. So that's kind of the thing, is like, this stuff appeals to people who are under 30, or it should. It doesn't appeal to people who are over 30, or it shouldn't anyway. Well, even if it did, I don't care. But the problem is, it's just not the coolest thing that I could think of for a color for Mini. I think they need to focus a little bit, go back a little bit to when they first came to the US, and create merchandise that actually kind of fits the way Mini is. The way Mini is kind of this quirky brand, and it needs to be that way. This is like you see what I mean? I don't have any words to describe this. So we still have at least, last I checked, we have at least, I want to say 45 subscribers to go before we hit 4,500. And then someone will be able to win this hat. So I'm hoping whoever it is gets to, I'm hoping that when I hit that mark, we'll have the little challenge here. Now, the way you're going to win this hat, and it's a pretty cool hat, the way you're going to win that hat is you have to head over to my Instagram, and you'll have to answer some questions. Now, I'm going to actually I'll give the question in one of my live streams, but you'll have to answer me in Instagram, because I don't have like Messenger or anything like that on YouTube. So you'll probably have to answer there. The first person, or I might even post it on the community tab, but the first person who gets it right wins, or gets it right, will win the hat, and then I'll get in touch with you to mail that hat to you. But it has to be, you're going to have to be, let's just say you're going to have to be very, very close to the correct number. So that's your first hint at what I'm going to be asking you. So the closest you get, whoever gets closest without going over, it's kind of like The Price is Right. Whoever gets closest without going over will win. And it's a pretty cool hat. I mean, it's almost, I think this is a $35 hat normally. So free hat, basically. So all you have to do is answer a question and get it right, and you win a free hat. That's kind of cool. But anyway, I don't know what it is tonight with the traffic, but I have about 12 people watching. I got 5 likes here. It's 28 minutes in. And we just seem to be running slow today. It seems like either there's just not much going on, or there's just other things are going on today. So I don't know. What do you all think? Should I continue to do a Wednesday live stream, or should I possibly go back to just switch it up and do a Sunday live stream? Or should I go back to a Monday, Wednesday, or a Monday, Friday video and do, or Monday and Friday video and do the live stream on Sunday, or something like that? I'm trying to figure out how to get this to work, because so far it's kind of a little discombobulated. The videos aren't always grabbing the attention like they used to. And I don't know if it's just because it's January, or if it's something to do with the videos, because the videos haven't changed. I haven't changed what I've been doing with my videos, but it seems like the views have gone down a little bit, at least on the newer ones. And the watch time has not gone down, but it just seems like there's not something. I need to do something to kind of grab your attention and grab new viewers' attention. So I'm always curious about what ideas I should have for videos, what you all would like to see in a video. And I would always appreciate you all making suggestions, because I use those ideas to kind of figure out what will be the next kind of videos I'm going to do, because that's the way things keep going. If I can keep getting your attention, keep getting you coming back, then I get your views and I get your subscribership, and everything works great. Now, it's been a little slow. Green screen. Okay, so Ted wants me to do more green screen, or is it just because I'm wearing a green sweatshirt? But I haven't done green screen in a while. That's true. Many historical facts. clips. Ted, what kind of clips? So mini historical facts is definitely something I can do. I can definitely do that. I can do more green screen. That's obvious. That's easy stuff. But yeah, I can do more green screen. I am just writing this stuff down because you know me. So I can do more green screen, historical facts, clips. I don't know what you mean by clips. You have to be more specific on that. When the SE is available, you are going to get a lot of new viewers when you film your test drives. You're quite right. I'm going to get a lot more views with that. And for that matter, I have a playlist of the electric Mini already out that I'm hoping to kind of get some traction with that again. So I might try to put a link out for that one as well. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm hoping. There actually are three videos I have scheduled on not the current 2020 Mini Cooper SE, but these are videos on the original Mini Cooper, or the Mini E, the first electric Mini, which a lot of people seem to have not remembered. So those three videos are going to be coming up at some point, probably next month actually, but they're already scheduled. The video I have coming out for Friday that I hope you all are going to love is the video that is the Mini Clubman. It's a comparison between the Mini Clubman and the Mini Countryman. So I had two of these cars out, got to drive them, got to compare them side by side, and I think you all are going to love this video because it's very informative and it's a real easy comparison, real fun comparison between the two cars. And the driving dynamics are completely different between the two. The options were very similar, but the driving dynamics between the two cars are really different. So that was kind of the fun thing with it. So I think you're going to like that video when it comes out. So anyway, Ted says, cool Mini video, old new. So video clips, basically. I love the Japan Mini Cooper JCW culture. I don't know anything about the Japan Mini Cooper JCW culture. I'm going to have to look that up. But that seems like something would be interesting to know. What I do have coming out as well, though, is I have another video that's going to be at some point. It is a comparison of the Cooper S and the John Cooper Works hardtop, so that'll be a good video. What else do I have? I got some video clips. So if any of you don't know what this car is, I think the company that built it was called D Squared, and they built it with Mini. It was a R56 lifted R56. It was a lifted R56. It was chili red, had I think a bull bar on it, a bunch of different rally lights, and I got tons of video. I found a bunch of video clips on that car, including the construction of it, and even. What else did I get? The developers talking about the car. But I got a bunch of this video clips, and I'm getting ready to put them together into a video for you all at some point. I think you're gonna, red with chunky tires, exactly. I think you're gonna love that video. So I'm gonna put that together at some point and get that out there to you all. Sonic Liberation, did I hear you say last week that Mini is going to redo the interior of the Cooper for 2021? If so, any idea where they will go with the redesign? The only thing I know for the 2021 model year is that they're going to probably switch the analog gauges to digital. That, I think, is the only redesign they're doing with the interior. So I don't know. Yeah, Ted, and a giant maple leaf. But so I don't know what else they're going to do. They might change some of the fabrics. They might change a few little things. I don't think they're actually going to completely redesign the interior. I know that the 2021 Countryman, they're going to do a little bit of refresh as well. So I don't see anything major in the next couple of years until the official full redesign of the car is. So we have some time, but I think the things they're going to be doing are very minor little tweaks here and there. Yeah, exactly, Sonic. Exactly. The digital gauge that you see in the SE and that you see in the GP3 is going to be what they're going to put in the rest of the Mini. So they're all going to eventually head to that full digital gauge cluster. Now, unfortunately, that digital gauge cluster is not, I believe, retrofittable. So I don't think you can actually retrofit it into a pre-digital gauge cluster vehicle. For that matter, they also recently pulled back the retrofit kit for the Union Jack taillights because there was apparently they were still throwing a bulb out code when they tried to retrofit them to the car. So I don't think we're going to be seeing that anytime soon as well, unless you go for the aftermarket retrofit ones, which look like the factory ones, but unfortunately are not OEM parts. So you're going to have to be waiting for those things as well. But we'll see what happens with that. I don't have pardon me. I really don't have anything else to discuss tonight, unfortunately, but I got some information here. I appreciate Ted's recommendations here. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm a little curious what he meant by the Japan Mini Cooper and JCW culture. So I might actually have to contact the Japanese mini dealership that I follow on Instagram and see if they can explain that to me, because I'm kind of curious about that myself. But I've been seeing some interesting minis on Instagram and Facebook lately, so I kind of look for them for ideas for my next mini. So pretty cool. But anyway, we're 35 minutes in. I think it's a rather slow evening, but about 10 people have popped in here to say hi. And hold on a second. Mini had new classic minis until 2002. Mini had new classic minis in 2002. I thought they got in Japan. Okay. I was going to say I think they got rid of the classic minis in 2000, but anyway, we're going to pop out. We're going to head out of here unless anyone wants to chime in with anything else. But want to thank you all for coming in here and watching. I apologize for it being a little bit slow and me kind of just grasping for information here, but I appreciate you all being here. So don't forget to come watch the Mini Countryman versus Mini Clubman video on Friday. It'll be at 2 p.m. Central Time. That's 4 p.m. Mountain Time and I'm really messed up tonight. I must have been really busy. But that's 2 p.m. Central Time, which would be noon in the Pacific. So anyway, sorry about that. I'm kind of tired right now. I've been working a lot today. But I appreciate you all being here. So as always, I'm going to let you all go. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, life is too short to drive a boring car, so drive a Mini. You all have a fantastic evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. And I will see you all next time. Before I get out of that, though, how about a Paceman vid, even though it is no longer available? Sonic, before I drop out of here, I'm working on a Paceman video, actually, as we speak. I'm trying to find a Paceman that I can do a video on. So as soon as I get one that I can do a video on, you'll be the first to know. In the meantime, what I may actually do is put out one using B-roll footage from corporate. So hopefully I'll have at least that out so you all can get a Paceman video. And then at some point when I actually get one that I can actually use for a test drive and full review video, you'll see that soon. But anyway, I got to get going. You all have a fantastic evening or morning or afternoon. I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.